style chicken wing. Now the first time I encountered these was when I went to Thailand. I was on holiday there with my girlfriend and I went to Bangkok, and we walked past a restaurant and it had a queue of like 50 people every single day. And it was just mad. There was an entire ticket system with a TV with Korean symbols on it, and you didn't know what was going on, but eventually we got a table, and it was the end of the day. The restaurant was called BonChon, and they had literally nothing left over since it was the end of the day. They only had chicken thighs, and you could choose between two sauces, soy garlic or hot. And we chose both. When they arrived, oh my god, so tasty. It was like the best chicken I'd ever had in my life. And the hot one was so spicy, it hurt to eat, but you just kept eating it because it was so damn tasty. And by the end we were just like in tears, but there were tears of joy because it was just so good. We went there like 2 more times, and then when I finally came back home, I started trying to recreate it just from memory, and I've got a lot of experience with Asian kind of sauces and Korean style sauces. I've made a couple in the past, and I feel like I got it pretty spot on, but over time I've been refining it, looking on the internet, seeing what other people are doing, and right now it's a really, really good replica of it. So I'm here now to share it with you. Hopefully you enjoy this recipe. Let's get cooking. Let's do this. Okay, so here I've got all my ingredients to make my sauce. I'm going to start off by taking 70 grams of brown sugar and putting it into a saucepan. 125 grams of soy sauce, followed by 80 grams of mirin, which is a rice wine, and 35 grams of rice vinegar, and 50 grams of water. Then I'm going to take 2 garlic cloves and just place them into a crusher and just crush them in. Now these are about medium-sized garlic cloves and they weigh about 7 grams in total. So just put that in there. Now to add a little bit of ginger, I'm just going to peel it using a spoon. It's the quickest and best way to peel your ginger. Once it's peeled, you're just going to want to take a grater and grate some of this into your sauce. You're not going to need much, about half a teaspoon will do. So just grate it until you've got the right amount and just scoop that in there. There we go. And now I'm going to add half a teaspoon of sesame seed oil. That was a little bit too little, I'm going to add a little bit more. There we go. Great. And I'm going to add half a teaspoon of gochujang chili paste, which is a fermented chili paste from Korea. And after that, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of cayenne pepper in there. Do this to taste. However spicy you want it, you add more. I'm just going to whisk this together. And you're going to want to start cooking this. It's going to need about half an hour to start to develop the flavors. And in the meantime, you're just going to take some cornstarch, place it into a bowl, and add an equal amount of water. And you just want to mix it in. Now the reason for mixing it here is because if you add cornstarch to hot water, it will clump up and it will make a mess. You'll never be able to get the clumps out. But this way you create a slurry which easily assimilates into the liquid. And the point of this is it's going to thicken your sauce. So you want to take 1 tablespoon at a time and just mix it in at the end of cooking. And you're going to need about 3 to 4 tablespoons. So just keep adding it until you get the right consistency of a thick sauce. To check if you have the right consistency, you're just going to want to take a spoon and dip it in. And then on the back, you just run your finger across, and if the line stays, then it's the right sauce consistency. Now you're just going to want to leave this on the side to cool down and use it later. Okay, now to prepare your chicken wings. Just take your chicken wings and cut them up through the joints here and here. Now you can easily just cut through the cartilage, just swiping through in one single motion if you know where it is. Now if you don't know where to cut, just take your chicken wing and where the corner is here, just make a small slice and then just pop out the wing like this. And then in between the 2 bones you just cut. Now this is especially good if you have a blunt knife, this is the better method for that. Again, just do a small slice here and pop out the joints and then just cut in between. Now the method I showed before is way quicker and way more efficient, so try to learn that one. Now you're going to end up with 3 pieces of chicken. Here, this little winglet, you're not really going to need this. You can make some chicken stock out of this, just throw it in the oven with some vegetables, grill it, and then add some water and a delicious stock. This is what you're going to need right here. These 2 beautiful little pieces of chicken are going to make your delicious chicken wings. Alright, moving on to the batter. You take 150 grams of tempura batter mix and just throw it in. I'll add a link in the description below for this. And you add 60 grams of cornstarch. This is going to make it very, very crispy. And you add 8 grams of salt, followed by an optional 10 grams of shichimi. which is a Japanese spice mix, and just mix this all together. Now you're going to need 240 grams of water, that's about 240 milliliters. And you just mix it in like that until you get a sort of cementy, sticky consistency, just like this. It's a very, very sticky batter. Okay, great, that's perfect to go. Okay, now you drop your chicken wings into your batter mix and just turn them around until they're fully covered in the batter mix. Just make sure they're submerged in that batter mix, just like this. And once that's done, just pull them out onto a plate so that the batter can just slightly run off it, because you don't want an excessive amount of batter on them, just enough to cover them lightly. Okay, so once you've transferred them to the plate, then you're going to want to transfer them into your deep fryer. So you take them and slowly put them in so that they slightly cook and then drop them. And you're going to want to put them in a deep fryer at 190 degrees Celsius. And don't overcrowd the deep fryer, just put 6 to 7 pieces in there. And after 1 minute, you pull it out. And at this point, you just want to make sure they're not stuck to the bottom, so just loosen them up. And you're going to want to leave it to rest for 1 minute. And in this time, it's still going to continue to cook because the chicken pieces are very hot. So they'll cook a little bit more lightly than they would in the deep fryer, and this is key. And after it's rested for 1 minute, you drop them back into the deep fryer for another 2 minutes of cooking. And in that time, the deep fryer's had time to like reheat, so it's going to be very, very crispy and hot fry. Okay, once it's done cooking, you just take it and place them onto your paper towel just so the oil can run off. And just let them rest for a little bit to cool down. Once they're cool enough, take a Ziploc bag, just like this, and transfer your wings into there, like so. There we go. And once they're in there, you're going to want to add a couple of spoons of that delicious soy garlic sauce you made at the start. Just 2 or 3 spoons will be enough. You don't have to overdo it. And once you've got that in there, just pull up your bag and then just massage the sauce around until it covers all those chicken wings in a delicious coating of that sauce. And once that's done, you just take a plate and voila. There you go, Korean style chicken wings, and these are finger licking good. I mean, awesome. Enjoy. Alright, so there we go. Now you know how to make the most delicious BonChon Korean style chicken wings. I hope you give this a try at home and share it with your friends. And I don't mean share it like Facebook share. I mean like cook the stuff and give it to them, because they'll love you for life after that. Alright, thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, do so by clicking down there somewhere, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.